Hey folks, welcome to 406 Regen. Gonna talk about why ranchers, farmers really don't like hunters anymore, and why the hunters are always complaining about losing ground. That, oh, we can't hunt nowhere, there's no place to hunt no more. Okay, so this, on both sides of this road, is the same property. As you can clearly see, this one here has been painted orange, which is not required in the state of Montana. You do not have to have it painted orange. I mean, it lets hunters know not to bug you per se. But just because it's not painted orange does not mean they can just come hunt on your place. Because they can't. That's still trespassing, still poaching. So the day I get here, been picking bales out here. Day I get here, pull in here, and I see this nice, wonderful little red pile up here. Like, okay, so hunter came in here, either shot something, gutted something, whatever. Trespassed. Gates, yes, they're open. Been coming in here multiple times a day at the semi. As you can clearly tell by all the tracks, it's getting used a lot. So now, in all fairness, this guy did try. He put the majority of the gut pile out there in the weeds. Still left blood clots and stuff here that can end up having to move with the shovel or drive through, which is maddening. Just for the fact that now I have to deal with something, whether it's washing the truck because of that or just having to grab a shovel and do that, move that. Up at our place, there's a sign. As soon as you come on, there's state land that's allowable to hunt. As soon as you come on that state land, there's a sign. Guardian dogs at work. The next sign is right there with it. State land, walk in only. The majority of hunters that apparently can't read is astounding. They either go all the way up to my brown gates, which I had to install to keep people from coming down to the house, or if my gates happen to be open, they're turning around in my truck yard or coming down to the house past another sign that says private drive. And it's astounding and how much of a headache it is in interruptions when you're trying to get something done and then you see random vehicles driving across your place. And that's why ranchers are not liking hunters anymore. If you do allow hunters to go, they either A, leave gates open and not close them. They track up all your place. Or, let's be honest, they think they're freaking Carlos Hathcock and they're taking 1,000-yard shots when they shouldn't even be trying to take a 200-yard shot. Because the majority of people that, they'll go to somewhere and they'll spend $2-3 grand on a rifle that can grant you, it'll do that 1,000-yard shot. You got the tools to do it, it'll do it. Don't mean you can. And then you end up with wounded animals running around the place, or animals with, blowed off legs. And it's not, as growing up hunting, and I'll be the first to admit, I wasn't the best at that either. I took shots I now regret taking. And it's very maddening when you see people out here that call it hunting, and all they do is drive in their vehicle all day, jump out of the truck, and lean across the hood and try to take a deer. That's not hunting. And as a matter of fact, that's also illegal. Just 2 days ago, I seen a pickup right there on the other side of that, right over there. Get out. I watched this deer walk up this coulee up here, stop his truck, hop out. I know he took a shot. I didn't hear it, but I know he took a shot the way the deer turned and ran back down. And one, it's illegal to lean across your hood of your vehicle. Two, it's illegal to take a shot from the road. It's a safety precaution. Okay? Now, three, if a person actually knows their area, like a hunter's supposed to, one, can almost guarantee you that he wasn't allowed to hunt there because that's Hutterite land. Two, we're in a box right here. Now, he shot this direction. Well, what's over that direction? There's a house. Not only is a house there, there's a house there, and there's a house there. Not only that, there's a paved highway right there. So he shot towards the highway with no backdrop. Okay? Now, he was up on the flat. There was no backdrop to stop anything on that bullet. So, the older I get, the more I understand why ranchers are charging hunters to hunt. Quite frankly, if you take all your time out of your day trying to keep people off your place that apparently can't read, let's be honest, don't know how to shoot, you got to turn that into money. So growing up, I thought it kind of sucked. Well, either A, everybody wants money to hunt, or B, you'll just tell you flat out no. And the older I get, the more I realize it was because of a few bad hunters that came in and ruined it. Now, you talk to a few farmers, and they'll get antelope and stuff like that. Some farmers, if they got a big old herd of antelope or something on their place, they will gladly let you go hunt, because that will take out their field. But, just like anything, a few bad apples will spoil the whole thing. A couple years ago, right before dark, out back on ours, someone was shooting. Well, I chased them all the way into Denton, caught up to them, and they're like, "What's wrong?" "Well, you poached." No, this was this guy's land. He said it was one of the neighbor's land. He said he was related to him. Okay, fine. The neighbor let me hunt all the time. Took him at his word. Could almost guarantee he's lying. Besides the point, there is apps. It is the hunter's responsibility to know where he is at all times, on what land, and where he can't hunt. It is not a landowner's to run you down and say you can't hunt here. It is not nobody else's. It is your responsibility. And what makes me upset is this guy had his 13-year-old boy, which is another reason I didn't blow my cork as bad as I could have, because I didn't want the kid's first hunting experience to be ruined by that. That being said, the kid's first hunting experience was his father poaching a deer, because his dad didn't know where the hell he was at. He was listening to a buddy or relative, whatever, in the vehicle. It is nobody else's responsibility to know where you're at but your own when you are hunting. So that's why ranchers do not like hunters. They're just a major headache. And I am glad that there's only about a week left in deer season, so I can get a break from having to worry about people running into my yard. You know, all these, ranchers got dogs. Some ranchers got dogs that do not like people. But yet people still just drive down in their yards, turn around. Before we put up those brown gates and stuff at the main place, we found shotgun shells and stuff 30 feet from the house in the tree grove, because hunters were in there trespassing at the homestead, at the house. shooting at the house. And that's just, yeah. So that's why all the free land to go shoot and hunt is either state owned or the government is block management. The ranchers are getting money from the state because the state's paying them to let hunters hunt there. Now, hunters did it to themselves. And another one of those things that goes back to management. If you don't know what you're doing, you don't know where you're at, it's not that hard to buy. You know, there's apps out there, don't cost much for hunting season. Spend $20 to make sure you're not trespassing on someone's land is well worth it. Because, quite frankly, the fines, if you get caught poaching, they're steep. So, anyway, little rant today. Just warming up the Chevy while I was doing that. Like I said, out here picking bales, so gotta get to it.